So y'all, it is clear as day that Khloe Kardashian is trying to remove her black features that she got from OJ. Let's discuss. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. Hope you all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. Semi-serious topic, but I want to talk to you guys about Khloe Kardashian. Pretty much, there's no need for introduction. You all know who Khloe Kardashian is at this point. So this past week, Khloe Kardashian came under fire because she wanted some unedited photos of her removed from the internet, which is pretty impossible at this point in the game. But I haven't seen these photos, to be honest with you, but I don't need to see the photos to make a video on this topic because it's very clear as day that Khloe suffers from low self-esteem, body dysmorphia, low confidence, and she overall feels like she is lesser than of her sisters. She may not say this out loud, but you could really just even see it based on her recent transgressions with plastic surgery. Now, the thing is about Khloe, for the longest, a lot of people liked Khloe in comparison to her sisters because, not for the fact that she looked different from them, but she was the most level-headed and more like realistic of the two. Like, she, for the longest, was like the real sister and was able to bring both of her sisters, well, all of them, down to earth whenever they were trying to get beside themselves. Like, she always just got the girls together when they needed to, even her own mother. But the problem with Khloe is she was always constantly compared to her sisters, like from the get-go. Kim Kardashian, whether you want to admit it or not, has become the peak standard of beauty that everybody is trying to look like. We got to keep it all the way real. Even though all these sisters have taken from the black woman aesthetic and applied it to themselves while still maintaining their whiteness, Kim Kardashian became the standard of beauty that everybody wants to look like. Everybody wants the hourglass figure. Everybody wants the fat transfer, the long hair, the lip injections, the thick eyebrows. Like, everybody wants her aesthetic and everybody tries to look like her, including Khloe Kardashian herself. Instead of Khloe sticking true to herself and who she is and what she looks like, she wanted to go ahead and slowly become her sisters and slowly become looking like them. Because let's keep it real, they don't have the same father. You could definitely tell her father's either OJ or Chris's old hairstylist from back in the day. Now, the first major noticeable plastic surgery on Khloe Kardashian was her gigantic ass. Like, her ass was so huge. But every time she was called out about it, she's like, oh, I just killed myself in the gym. Oh my God. Girl, there's not any amount of squats, any amount of hip thrust that would get your ass to looking like that, especially for it to be not even proportionate with your legs. Like, you literally have this gigantic globe of an ass being held up by two toothpicks. Like, girl, you need more people. Now, when it came to her face, besides the lip injections, to me, her plastic surgery became more apparent when she showed up looking like Tika Sumpter. It was in a photo that she took with her daughter. She looked like Tika Sumpter with Kylie Jenner lips, and I'm just like, who is this black woman? Like, she was literally 5 shades darker than she usually is, and on top of the fact, like, she had like a nice little black bob that enhanced the black features of her. She literally looked like Tika Sumpter to me. Now, when it comes to Khloe Kardashian, I fully do sympathize with her because, for one, everything that she has been through, I've been through myself. I too suffer from body dysmorphia. I suffered from being like seen as the ugly sibling, the lesser than sibling, the sibling that has like the least amount of value. Like, I've been there, done that, wrote the t-shirt. I was very chubby growing up. I was considered ugly, been called ugly to my face multiple times. It was just very, very damaging, and I went through multiple, like, many years of depression. Being called ugly, I think, is probably one of the most hurtful things you could say to a person, which is hard for me to ever call anybody ugly. If I call somebody ugly, it's mainly due to their character and who they are as a person. But for me personally, seeing what she has been through, like, I've been there before, like, it hurts. And when you factor in the constant pressure of Instagram culture, social media, and the fact that your sisters are like the peak standard of beauty, I understand where she would go and get a whole bunch of plastic surgery to fit that standard of beauty and be seen as somebody that's desirable and be seen as somebody that is sought after, especially when you grew up never feeling those things. It's like a constant chase of dopamine. Like, it's a constant chase of feeling like you are worthy and feeling like that you deserve whatever your counterparts are getting. Like, Khloe wants to be her sisters without really fully being her sisters, if that makes sense. She wants to reap the benefits of being a standard of beauty and being seen as somebody as desirable when she really and truthfully doesn't fully feel that way herself, because she wouldn't feel the need to go ahead and completely change who she is if she felt good about herself. But her feeling ugly has always been at the core of her upbringing, you know, constantly being compared to her sisters, especially having like a little sister like Kylie who took a lot of the ugly stick from her for a while until she out of nowhere blew up, got surgery of her own, and became, again, the peak standard of beauty, probably over Kim Kardashian at this point. Because Kylie Jenner's surgery, granted, she got a lot done too, but it looks a little more natural than Kim's. Me being like the middle child of two brothers who are always athletic, always had like the best body, or always in peak shape, and were always like popular growing up and had like abundance of friends. Like, I sympathize with what Khloe has been through, because I have been that stressed, depressed mess of a child, and some of that manifested all the way up until college. Like, I didn't really start really getting confident up until maybe like 1 or 2 years ago, and I'm still not where I need to be. I get it, Khloe. I get it, and I see you. We see each other. However, Khloe, it's hard to feel sorry for you because, for one, you reap the benefits of being a Kardashian. Like, you reap the benefits of being seen as a standard of beauty, and also being in close proximity to Kim Kardashian, who is the standard of beauty. And quite honestly and truthfully, y'all, it's hard for me to also feel sorry for Khloe, because when that whole entire alleged cheating scandal happened between her and Jordyn Woods, she came out and flat out called Jordyn Woods fat. And I'm just like, really, girl? Are you sure? You're calling the girl fat even though you've been through all types of body transformations, fat transfers, you've never been comfortable in your own skin, and you've sat up there and called another woman fat? Yet you had a whole entire other white woman by the name of Larsa Pippa allegedly creeping with Tristan Thompson as well, and you didn't have anything to say about her? Like, okay. So it's kind of hard for me. I sympathize with Khloe, but it's hard for me to feel bad for her because, girl, you still got money at the end of the day. You still reap the benefits of being a Kardashian, allegedly. And you reap the benefits of being seen as a standard of beauty. So it's like I feel bad for her, but at the same time, I don't. Like, at the end of the day, you're still going to be rich. You're still going to be paid. You're still going to be fine. You're still going to be successful with your businesses. So it is what it is at this point. But overall, y'all, I think Instagram really is the main problem in this whole entire body dysmorphia and people not really feeling 100% confident with themselves. Because, for one, we've gotten to a point with Instagram where everybody is able to monetize beauty. Everybody's able to monetize a business. Everybody's able to monetize. And we've gotten to a point where if everybody wants to look their best, because one day they too may blow up and be able to monetize what they got going on. So it's like a constant pressure to be perfect and be seen as perfect. And it's gotten to a point where people aren't even posting natural photos of themselves. Like, everybody's putting on a filter, or they're using Photoshop, Facetune, all of that. I don't use that personally. Like, if it doesn't look good, I just don't post it. But I'm not about to do all that editing shit. Like, that's for the birds. Now, people try to say that social media isn't real. We've evolved to a point where social media is very much indeed real. Everybody's trying to compete. Everybody's trying to look their best so they can blow up and look better than the next. Like, Instagram has truly become a place where if you don't compete or play the game, then you will feel like you're falling behind in life. And hopefully one day that will change, but I doubt it. I mean, Instagram tried to remove the likes, but really, what is that going to do? And I feel like they only had ulterior motives with that anyways. But overall, Instagram has really warped reality, and a lot of people are either like faking to put on their facade, or people actually look the way they do and are making other people feel insecure about themselves. But that's the social media game, and that's where we are as a world. Hopefully things will change, but I highly doubt it. But overall, Khloe Kardashian, girl, you need to do some deep therapy. You have all this money, and no matter how many times you get lip injections, fat transfers, change your face, cheek fillers, all that, you're still going to feel like shit. Until you go to therapy and figure out the root of the issue, or until you learn to stop feeling jealous of your sisters, you're always going to feel like you can't compete or compare. But Khloe, I hope you get it together, girl. I mean, if you don't, it is what it is. At the end of the day, you're still going to be okay. But those are my views, so be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to come at you guys with some more content.